Right?
Yeah,
I know about.
I was already kind of involved with that.
Move the plywood.
What in the fuck are you up to?
New engine for your crew cab.
Fuck off, really?
Yep. Rebuilt injection pump, all rebuilt.
You know that one he's been building on YouTube the whole time?
That's it.
Well, I'm the crusty customer then. Well, that's pretty fun. Well, how long's this been here?
Since last Friday. Remember I had to go to Friday and pick up a crate?
The motor for my truck.
And then also,
So we're shipping my old motor back as a core, I assume?
yeah. So, got that. Just got everything rebuilt, new injectors. Got 3 sets of injectors, so what size you want. There's more bits.
What the fuck, man? Like, for real.
If you're not used to being on camera, this is the weird part.
I'm not used to that.
Hey guys, so we made it to Ontario. It's been beautiful out for the wedding and all that jazz. And here is Craig's truck. He's sitting in it. He's camera shy. This is Craig's truck. Well, it's 84, right, Craig?
84, yeah.
He did all this himself in a one-bay garage. So anybody that says you can't do something in a one-bay garage, that's all right. And this is the engine that we're taking out. Well, you guys seen the engine that I built to put in it. This is the engine that we're taking out. So basically it looks the same. It's just it's gonna be new instead of not new.
And more out.
Yeah. So anyways, well, I'm gonna put most of this in time lapse just so the camera doesn't die all the time. But this is what we're working on. Change the motor out, do some turbo stuff, intercooler stuff, and I'll come to you guys periodically during what we're doing to show things that we're doing. But it's pretty straightforward. You guys have seen me do this on my first gen. Basically the same process, just a different truck. All right, we'll go into time lapse. So I'm going to do most of this just talking kind of through what we're doing. Just obviously ripping everything off best we can here. Just pretty straightforward to getting everything apart on the engine here to start with. I didn't realize that I had the camera in this view, which kind of sucks. I wish it was on wide lens, but anyways, it isn't. So I just setting the turbo, doing the intercooler piping before we pull the engine out. That way we don't have to worry about getting stuff in the engine. You can kind of see on the right hand side there, like I said, I wish it was on wide view. Chuck is doing up the intercooler piping there. Well, we got to the point here now. We got the non-copyright music turned off. We got the engine all ready to come out now. Basically just a couple more bolts. We're gonna go in for supper. Got the intercooler all fitted, as you guys seen. Charge air pipes, all that stuff. Got the exhaust fit back to the HX35 style. Anyways, we're gonna go have something to eat. We'll be back and we'll finish this thing off. Well, finish this part off, I guess. So just like I said, we're just pulling bolts, getting everything out. Obviously we're kind of doing this on our leisure. Both of us were on vacation, so having a couple beers and getting stuff done. Getting ready to pull her out of the hole now. Everything's unbolted and everything. Works pretty quick when you got two guys like Craig and myself working on it. Doesn't take too long to get him out. He's just in there welding up the flange because we had to change the flange. He had an HE351 in it before, and then we went to that K27, back to the K27. So we had to fix that problem. I brought a flange with me, so we got that fixed up. So it wasn't not a big deal. And like I said, everything's a straight swap on this thing, so it's not too hard to get everything swapped around, obviously, when you're not reinventing the wheel like I seem to like to do for the most part. So it's just rinse and repeat, put it back together, take it apart, put it back together kind of idea. So we didn't run into any major issues when we were doing it, so that's good. Did find that he has had a starter issue. He's got it fixed now, but he had a starter issue. All right, guys, give you guys an update of what we got going on here. Yesterday
I actually wasn't here. Craig worked on the truck just a little bit. He had some running around to do. I actually went to go see DeBoss Garage, Rich at DeBoss Garage, and Aaron as well. Aaron and Rich had a pretty good chat with those guys. So that was kind of cool. Seeing some of the cool stuff they have going on. They asked me not to say anything because they got a bunch of cool stuff. But if you guys aren't on their channel, you should go over to their channel and look at that. But anyways, we got the engine sitting in the hole. It's basically all back together. Hey, puppy. Got turbo on, we got the manifold and all of that stuff done. But I'm just in the midst of having to change the battery because the battery's dying. So I thought I'd just do a little what we got going on. So we're gonna get the rad in there, get the other intercooler piping, get the intake, the new intake horn that we built for the truck on there. And anyways, yeah, so it's just basically rinse repeat at this point. We're just pull the engine out, put the engine back in. We didn't have to reinvent the wheel other than building the intercooler piping and putting that intercooler and stuff in. So anyways, I'm going to throw back into time lapse. We probably will have the rad back in and maybe a couple of little things when we come back on time lapse. Cause like I said, my battery's dying and I didn't bring all my gear that I should have brought. Nonetheless, we will see you back in a bit. All right, guys, so we got this thing all back together here. We're going to do the first fire on it. We haven't fired it yet. We primed the fuel system. It's all full of oil, coolant, all that stuff. So that's how she looks. We have an audience. There's Craig.
Yeah, not an audience.
There's Chuck.
I'm part of the production.
Yeah, he's part of the production, but Chuck's watching. He helped though. He did build all the intercooler piping and stuff, so that was cool. That saved us having to screw around. So anyways, I'm gonna put you guys on the thing and kick tires and lights fires. Almost.
As soon as I gave him a little throttle.
Hey guys, working on Krager's truck here. We had a problem. We had an oil leak, which usually doesn't happen to me anyway. It does happen often, once in a while. But I spent a lot of time building this motor, putting this motor together. You know, kind of went through everything kind of twice. Just kind of, you know, like I'm going 4,000 kilometers with it, like 3,000 miles-ish. I don't know what the conversion is off the top of my head. It is 1 o'clock in the morning. What I found, so I had to pull the front of the truck back apart after we had it all together because it was leaking oil. And this is what I found. If you look right here, the timing case has a timing cover has a crack in it. And I never noticed it, and I don't know if it's when I tightened it down it cracked and then it moved, or obviously it must have been cracked already, and I just didn't see it. But just so you guys know, you know, like I marked this, I didn't want his dad to come in because they went to bed. Well, Krager went over to spend some time with the wife and his son, and his dad went inside. That was probably around 9:30 or something. And I was like, oh, God damn it, I don't know why this thing's leaking. So I ripped it all apart to see what the problem was, to see what I needed tomorrow. And I just said, you know what? The hell with it. I got it apart. Let's just get this thing fixed. So I got it all fixed. I did bump the timing one while I was in there, 3 degrees. So it's at about 18 now. I figured I was already in there. I'll bump the timing. And being that I had the front cover off, I just kind of did it a little bit by eye. I used timing kit and everything, but just not really the way that you're supposed to do it. So it might be, hopefully it's not a touch high, but I think it'll be okay. Worst case scenario, I'll reset the timing. I was just in there, and it's just so easy to do it while you're in there because there's nothing in your way, right? So really, I guess the moral of this story is, if you guys are working on something like this, you get a project, you get the engine all in, don't get defeated. You have an oil leak or you have a problem or something like that, don't get defeated by it, because lots of people do get defeated by it. Myself, I'm not that type of person. I just power through it, whatever it is, what it is. But lots of people do get defeated by that type of thing. And you see lots of guys that don't finish stuff or, you know, have issues, right? And it was just a kind of a reminder to me, shit happens, right? I'm 4,000 kilometers away from the shop. Don't have any, you know, usually I would just grab one of these. I just pulled it off his old motor. And it was already the right color. Perfect. You know, I'm not around the shop. I don't have, you know, usually I have lots of extra bolts and lots of extra everything because I have lots of everything. You know, and it's one of those things. So anyways, I'm going to throw this into the engine video on this truck. And I put a note on it, do not take apart, just to make sure Craig doesn't get up early in the morning and come and tear the truck apart because I already got it fixed. But just, you know, that's also one of those things I do leave notes on just about everything I'm working on. Even sometimes notes for myself, just so I don't forget stuff, especially when you're working late at night. You know, I've been up since, you know, 8:30 this morning. So I've been up for a little while. But anyways, I will leave it at there. We're going to do a couple more little things on this thing tomorrow. I'll do a little bit of video, and we'll catch you guys then. All right. Having a wee.
All right, guys, so the end of this video here, doing the driveway. We did do a bunch of tuning on it and stuff, but I didn't film it. We were kind of in the midst of doing 2 or 3 other things, so I didn't film it. I'll have to get into. We had so much stuff on the go when we were doing it, I just didn't have time to film it, and I never even really thought about it. Craig's going to do some driving videos for us. Then I'll post those up when I get them. But all in all, I was successful. Got the oil leak fixed, obviously, and everything's good to go. He's driving the truck every day. He daily drives the truck in the summertime. And then obviously over the wintertime, the truck will sit inside. He's got a place where he stores it. So it'll be run. Hopefully he'll get it all broke in and everything. And then she'll be good to go for him for next summer to burn some tires. So anyways, that'll wrap it up for this one for now. And I'll bring the other videos to you as soon as he sends them to me. Thanks for watching.